to a good night. We are at I guess, a good scenery of two players going against each other on Minecraft building competition. So, of course, these are the requirements. They are having 20 minutes of time, and they can only create enchantment room, but not just any casual enchantment room. It has to be a aged and well experienced enchantment room, like a abandoned dungeon or a adventurous space like the Ender Portal. So of course, right now we having our mods and also our helpers building a wall between them, and it seems like we have three competitors actually. So right now they're just building. One looks like they're building in a cave. The other one seems as if they're actually building in a somewhat of a foundation of modern tech. They're using brick wood, not brick wood. I'm just brick wood. They're using brick walls, while also the other ones, the other guys, they're actually working together. Okay, so looking at this, we want to see a good competition with the other two, and once again have 20 minutes. So we're gonna go back and forth with all three of them. So can we go to our? Can we Hey Jeff, can you move to the cave for a minute? Let's get to the cave below you. Yeah, let's move a little bit closer to the cave. Get a close up view. All right, so it seems like they're practicing the aerodynamics of the cave. They're trying to figure out the shape of it, and looking into it, they actually build an inside put a little depth into it and digging inside of the cave. Hopefully, those grass blocks, those dirt blocks, don't revert back to being grass, because that can be a bad look of how it looks. But it seems like they're using cobblestone as well, trying to get good on detail. I like that. Can we go to the next competitor? All right, seeing here, looks like they're building an ender portal. Okay, it seems like they're really taking it literally. So they're using moss brick from mainly from ender portal biomes. So seeing how as if he's trying to build like some of a portalish design. I think he ruined it. Yeah, he ruined it. He's trying to maybe use it as like a circular portal, which is actually a very common used building technique. Of course, building blocks around the portal make it look circular, giving that more cool portalish look. We'll come back to him. Let's go to our third competitor and see how they're doing. Let's see here. Oh, we're going to the ground. Press space. Press space. There we go. Okay, now we're going to turn around and see our other competitors. Okay. Talk about the Great Wall of China. Now we got the Great Wall of Esports. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I actually like this look already. So they're using multi bricks from both Ender and also using the library books. They also using trap doors for more detail. I love it. Seeing how they are actually prioritizing and making it into an actual room. It's saying how they're actually been the furthest and actually using the steps as a way of creating more depth into the build, which I love. One thing about Minecraft is the creativity of how you can use different blocks as different opportunities to use as depth. Now that's gonna be a great look on the final build. For now, we'll just highlight on more on what they're doing right now. It seems like they're all working together. One's building the walls, interior. They're probably discussing how exactly this a room is going to be shaped. The one thing about noticing about a enchantment portal room is prioritizing the size, look, and also the convenience of it. This is meaning of course, if it's by if it's at least mirrored effect well, you can put at least put the enchantment table in the middle of it. I think that's a downfall right now. They don't actually have it. Oh, never mind. Basically, it's actually perfectly dynamic for the enchantment to be. Yeah, the enchantment table to be in the middle of the three book staffs. Let's go back to our cave, guys. See if there's any progress with them. All right. Seems like they had the ogre's tavern over here, and it seems like he's replacing the inside exterior with more with bricks and also I think it's dark plate bricks or something like that. Which is a great look towards it, to be honest. I think if you were to maybe change the outside bricks, like the top cave, it would make it even more even better. And possibly bring some lamps to it, but I'm not sure he wants to do that now. I'm hoping he'll bring it up to date because right now is how much time we have time clock? I don't think so. Hold on. Let me see how much
Yeah,
time we
12
got.
minutes. And
12 minutes. Okay. Was saying how they're all going. He seems like he's trying to curve into the shape of a cave entry. He's trying to make it to where it's more like natural, more than just being created. And that's the difficult thing about making things natural. You have to, of course, ignore of course, your physical or mental capabilities of trying to fix something that can already be fixed. And that's the whole point of making it look so natural. The thing again, he needs to bring more blacks to it, make it maybe pop out more often. Let's go to our second competitor and see how they're doing. All right, so it seems like they're finally just finishing the circle portal look, and then build like an outside exterior to that. But they haven't started actually building the library look or the actual, I guess you can say the actual enchantment table area. Because I see a giant portal, but hey, there's no enchantment table. I need my enchantments now. Now, seeing how it is, yeah, they didn't do the back. I'm probably not gonna look too much on the back, but I want to look at the inside. I want to make sure that because you have to realize we're talking about as this is room. I want to put this. I want you to be able to put this in a part of the map, or at least a part of inside of my base. Now, seeing how we'll go from there, we'll see exactly how it's gonna, put make that into an idea. But my plan is to possibly ask all of them with their idea of the. It's gonna be like a surprise question. That what's the ideal of the design y'all make? Will it be inside or outside the base? And of course, things like that. This is gonna be a little surprise trick question. Let's go to our third competitor or our competitors. See how they're doing. All right, hold on. My system's acting a little bit funny. All right, and look at that. They're actually building the exterior of the room, and they're putting paintings and moss all over the ground, and also I think that is plants or vines, making it grow all over the place. I love it. Having it to where it has even more defined detail and shape. Having, of course, they have. Oh wait, actually, they brought some books and actually replaced them with actual bookshelves where you can actually place the books, even making it more efficient and more convenient if you want to, replace some books with enchantment tables and things like that. I'm loving the collaboration of these three gentlemen or females. I love it. I love it. Say how it's going. I think this will be the main competitor, or they're leading by a landslide right now. Let's I want to be surprised by it. I want to be surprised. Let's go to our first cave, and we're gonna stay on one and two. Let's stay on one and two for right now. Let's go to one first. Let's see here. All right, it seems like he's actually placed some of the. Well, let's the outside first. Look at the outside first. So looking at it, it seems as if he's replacing some of the stone blocks with cobblestone, and I think it's another type of stone I forgot to use for polished stone. It's one of the polished stone types before we can actually turn to polished stone. Okay, now it's going inside, putting more detail into it, and he put lanterns, soul lanterns. Okay, that looked good, but then again, that's also gonna look maybe a little drag to the actual design because soul lanterns really look good if it's around like a deep dark aesthetic, and the way he's lighting up the room is not really making it that much of a dark place. But seeing how it is, he's putting a good amount of bookshelves. I like it, but then again, it's probably not gonna get full enchantment. But I'm not gonna put no points down. I'm not gonna say the points or anything. I'm gonna be a little surprised. Let's see how it's going. Let's go up to competitor number two now. All right, so it seems like he's putting armory down there. Okay, it seems like he's going for a armory type set. I think his theme is going well. He's to stay on the theme. He's trying to do like an Ender portal fight, like the final showdown, where we have warriors preparing to go to the fight the Ender Dragon, and he's gonna have the area where the Ender hopefully have the Ender. Oh, that's smart. He's using the redstone as bloodstain. That's another great detail I like. But then again, it's depending on how you use it. If he's good enough with it, he'll probably put a skeleton head. That would even make it better. All right, seeing how it is, he's looking great. But then again, he's not fully armoring them. I think that's just he's doing that on purpose. I see how he replaced some of the floor with web cobs. Hopefully, he'll do a little bit more around. Because right now it just seems as if he's just placing there, placing this, and he put a little natural into it. And hopefully put some openings into the portals to actually more natural than it really is. Because right now it just seems like completely covered in moss. It seems like his teammates actually built something behind the portal. Wait a second. I think this is the actual end room. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a whole different look as I thought before. I thought this would be like the closing part, but no, this is just the opening to a new room, which I love. Hopefully, wait, a smart idea will be probably to make that into like an ender, to be another aesthetic or an ender aesthetic instead of just an abandoned ancient room, because that would be even more of creativity that I love to see. Now, since I waited for the surprise long enough, let's go to our third competitors and see how they're doing. As I can tell, we having our third competitors having three, no, yeah, three members. our compare number one only has one, and our two has two members. If I do so, I'm correct. I think. Not sure. No, the other one.
They are on
No.
the same team. The competitors one and two. They just choose to build two different builds as opposed to one.
Oh, that's gonna be a little bit. That's a little bit not a good idea. I think this would be collaboration to, of course, have two ways better. See how they're doing right now. They're collabing all their ideas into one, and it's going amazing. But hopefully, seeing how both of them going, I have to go. So I have to try my best to probably determine how both of the builds combine with each other, or at least look together, because it wouldn't even be fair to be like, yeah, this team won because they have the other build compared to that build. So that's gonna be hard to like vote for which one. It seems like they're actually building the exterior of the room itself too, making it even better. Man, I'm loving it. Right now I'm trying to get everything set up here. Make sure this mic is still on. All right, seems like he's replacing the outside exterior, and he might be turning it into sand. Yes, so it's gonna be probably in a desert biome. I'm loving the creative thought of what biome it should be in, and seeing how it's gonna go. Now, right now, it's going well on so far. Features placing random blocks, making it scattered. It seems like he's covering at least mainly a good portion of it, and now he's filling with orange sand. Okay. Now this was gonna look good, but also bad in a sense, considering how it doesn't really fit the color of the initial build. But hopefully they will have somewhat matching, because you really want, when considering about biomes, you really want to match with the color and also with the texture of it, especially those villages. You would love to see how they adapt to their biomes and have diversity, especially after that update. All right, let's go back to competitor number one, please, and see how they're doing. We're still gonna call them competitor one, number one and two. Make it simple.
They are the same
All right.
competitors, same
Yeah,
team.
I know, I know.
That's what I'm high.
Yeah. Seeing how they actually put cobwebs in their base. Okay, I'm liking that. I think they put a satchel and they put I think it's a not a satchel. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, seeing how it's going right now, it's going pretty awesome actually. Seeing how they're doing pretty fantastic. They're actually learning how to, of course, manage their space and also putting a little bit of detail into their exterior. It seems as if it's actually going pretty well. Now, seeing how it is going is probably going to end up being probably the best interest of seeing how it's going. I think let's go to a compare number two before I make any comments. Let's go compare number two actually. Okay, now we're seeing some progress. I think the enchantment table. Okay, so we have an enchantment table in the middle of the portal. I say probably been better if you put this opposite from there. I don't like it being like right up under the portal. But hey, that's just how it is. Probably the other side of the portal is different. Let's see here. We have to go through the portal. We have it to where it's closed out. So let's go through the portal and see what they're doing. And they are making another room of enchantment. Okay, so looking dark with soul lantern lamps, and they're making somewhat of a storage. Okay, I'm liking it. So I think their idea them to are making a storage like a chamber room that's abandoned, which is also a great idea. I liking it, and they're using stairs to of course having somewhat definite shape of where the bookshelves come together. But considering the space, it's not really looking too good. But then again, they make it work, and I like it about that. They're making it work. And I see how they're going. They're putting lanterns everywhere, and that's not gonna look too good on the lighting. But then again, I think I'm gonna just trust the process. I'm trust. So let's go back to Let's go to back to number one, please. See how they're doing. So they actually let a campfire out. Hold on, let's go closer to the campfire right quick. So they have a path to the campfire, and they have shoveled some of the dirt off so it can be coarse dirt. And look at that. Jeff, can you go closer to the campfire, please? So you look at the chairs and see what they used. So seeing what they're doing, they use the signs as as an armrest, and also put a little fish there to cook. Sadly, it's not adventure mode, so those fish gonna be out there. But I still would consider of the detail and the thoughts of trying to have the effect of cooking something, and I love it. I love it. Let's go back inside of the cave and see what they're doing. Um, okay, so right now. Oh my goodness, we have 4 minutes 45 seconds left remaining, and they're doing great. So we've been so untitled. We've been so induced in the competitor number 1 and 2. Let's go to our team of three that's completely working together. All right, and look at that. An abandoned house with a rooftop and also a damaged roof. Okay, I like that. So look what they consider of they consider of how abandoned it is. And they also have some of the roof actually broken from off top so you can see the sunlight. Oh, I'm loving it. They also have different blocks to of course have different pictures of the feeling of the build, making it even way more detailed or way thought of it. 67 oh, hold on. Alexa, stop. And look at that, they have a cross on the front. Look at that even more, bring even more detail into like the abandoned aesthetic of a mysterious look on what lies behind these doors that used to be there. But seeing how it's going, it looks amazing. Of course, they're still thinking about what else they can do, what else they can change. Right now, they're just going all about and looking at each detail. Let's not go too deep. Let's go back a little bit. Let's get back a little bit. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want to get spoiled. So it's seeing as if it's going really amazing. And I just wonder how exactly this all will come to be going into 1/2 builds. See how that will end out. 15 seconds left remaining, and they're still putting details on. Okay, Jeff, let's back off and let's just let them do their last touches, and that'll be the end of the shoutcasting until we do, of course, our debriefing of judging. Now, it seems as if they're still finishing on both sides, but then again, the cave looks like there's done, and the timer is. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it.
Timer is up.
And the timer's off. Okay. So now we're going to be expecting each build, and then what do we have any official judges or just me? Just asking. Okay, so I'm gonna be a judge in him too. Okay, all right. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, that's basically how Minecraft building is.
Potentially, you
That's the
could
fun
also
part
do
about it.
the judging if you would like a third opinion.
Oh, third opinion? Oh, it'd
Um,
be like a deal or no deal, not deal or no deal. Shark Tank.
yeah. All right. Well, we'll be giving scores between 0 and 10 for each build. I believe
0 and
Woodlawn's.
10.
We're considering that as one. Woodlawn's entire thing is one build, so you have to give one score
Okay.
for both of the builds.
All right. So now we're just waiting for our other judge then.
Yeah.
All right.
While
Summon
he does.
him.
Yep. While he does, I guess we could take a look around. We could let's see what we can view. Um,
Good evening.
Hello. All right. Okay, great. Lovely. So, ladies and
Absolutely.
gentlemen, back to what and also our judges, back into what we was discussing about the objectives. The objectives were to, of course, create an enchantment table. That was the base of it. The add-ons were to make it somewhat of abandoned or somewhat ancient, to making more of a detailed aesthetic to what a enchantment table is, like the Ender portal in the official Minecraft game. So of course we had about 3 members in 3 team members in 2 schools. They're going against each other, but one of the teams decided to actually do 2 separate builds, and the other team decided to do a build together. So we're going to be viewing these 2 teams, but also the time limit was 20 minutes. So 20 minutes they made 2 builds, and the other team made only 1 build. So we'll be voting
Wow.
3 to 10 all three, and then we will. Let me get my piece of paper real quick, and we will tally up who has the most points to, of course, to win the the award. Let's get
Oh,
the award. All right.
perfect.
Yeah,
I
perfect.
mean, looking at them from a high level
Wait, look
view,
away,
I
look
mean,
away,
they
look
both
away,
look
look
pretty
away,
good.
look away,
Oh,
look
okay,
away.
looking
Wait,
away,
Jeff.
looking away.
No, no, no. Only I get to be spoiled because I was shocked the entire time. Okay.
Fair enough. I looked away quickly and I
Thank
didn't
you.
really
Yes, you don't
see
know that.
anything, so
Good, good. Okay. So, if possible, can you tell the competitors to line up by the wall and Jeff can get in front of them and they can hear me or no?
I can do that.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Can we go to lobby if that's possible? Can we do it to lobby or no? You died? Did you die? Okay. Let's have them all lined up into a lobby and we'll of course ask them questions and things like that from there. Yeah. Can you make it to where it would get recorded in the lobby too?
Hey,
Okay,
guys, the
so
audio is like incredibly quiet on stream.
all
It's
right,
like really quiet.
really quiet. Oh my
Like I
goodness,
can hardly hear at max volume.
really? Okay. So they all lined up on the wall, like all together. Just have them lined up on the wall. Just have them all lined.
Yeah, so I would recommend turning the volume up. I can not even hear you. It's way too quiet.
I mean, this is as high as I can. I mean, I can have my voice like right up to here to my mic. That makes it sound better. Okay. So how about this? Can you have them in? Are they in lobby?
Yeah, everyone's
Um.
in the lobby.
Okay. So I will take about less than 3 minutes to, of course, go over to them about their objectives, and then, of course, I'll go by the order of how we're gonna be. We're gonna be going in the order of whose build we're going first, and then who's last, and then, of course, I'm coming back to the shoutcasting, and then us three judges are going to judge each build, and they're gonna be spitting with us. That's how it's gonna go. It's gonna be simple. I'll be back. Set a 3 minute timer, and then if I talk too much, pull me out of there.
Okay.
can I look at the stream now, or is it still not allowed?
Still not allowed. Still not allowed. Wait for it. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Well, meanwhile, guys, yeah, we got a 20-minute build between two schools, the Woodlawn High and, correct me if I'm wrong, Louisiana Virtual Charter Academy.
Woo!
Yeah, we've been playing Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, and now we're at Minecraft.
Exciting. Very exciting.
It really is.
All right, Jeff. So try to get in front of them while I talk to them. Try to get in front of. Well, why they're moving everywhere now? What the heck they were doing?
I'm looking at I can't wait anymore. Looking at the stream.
Don't look at the screen. Okay, fine. I see
I'm
Jeff's
doing
not
it.
looking at nothing. Jeff, can you look at the wall? Can you look at the black and yellow wall? And then I'll try to take from there.
Yeah,
Just
just
look at
to
the
the
wall. Just look at the
wall,
wall. Just look at the wall.
not to the window, but to the wall.
Look
Yes,
at
the
the
wall. Look at
window,
the
not the
wall.
wall. Wait.
Oh, wait. Okay, nice play
Reverse
on words.
it.
Nice play on words. Okay. Okay,
Yes, I would like to
so
know what the players.
yeah, to your left. Yeah. Okay, so
So the judging criteria is just whatever we personally like best that they came up with in the
okay.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
It has to have an
yeah.
enchanting table. It has to look kind of weathered.
I'll go over the requirements in a minute. The little
Well,
extra bonuses. I'll mention it.
whoever has the campfire and chairs gets bonus points.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Let me go tell them. Let me let them know what's going to happen right quick.
We did walk around the campfire. I think we dropped some things.
All
We
right,
picked
give
up
me a
some things.
second. Wait. Hold on. Trust me. Give me a minute.
Oh, he disappeared.
Well, he disappeared. I have no clue, but Jeffrey is on the other side. Yeah,
Oh, that would be good.
that's potentially possible. Well, hello guys. That's me.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
So Jeff, okay, so judges, we have the competitors in the shoutcasting desk, but they're gonna be staying muted during the entire judging session. All right, so let's go. Okay, so starting off, we're going to the cave. So Jeff, can you move us to the cave, please? Why is he throwing books? He's stuck. Why he's stuck? This why can't have nothing nice. All right. Okay, so who did the cave design?
This was
Who did the
me.
cave design? Okay. All right, so Jeff, can you switch to the cave design while he's explaining it?
So I really heard that it was supposed to be run down. So I thought like something that's really run down, like a mine shaft, like a cave, and I combined the idea with the enchanting room, and I
Yeah,
create like a
I
run
love
down
it.
enchanting cave.
You have a great exterior of your building, make it look like a natural cave, but yet still have somewhat of life inside of it, make it to where it's actually can be used as a crafting table and not crafting enchantment table. I love it. Let's go deeper into the cave and see the inside.
Yeah,
We have like judges look at it too.
I like it's almost natural, and you might pass it up if you were just
Yeah, that's the thing I
walking
love
by
about
it.
it too.
It reminds me of like a lush cave you would find.
Yeah. I
I
also
get
do recall there was like fish near the campfire. I think he was trying to use that as detail to
Yeah, there
like
was
put it to where
fish, but
like
I don't know what happened to it.
I believe
when
some
you put
people
it
put
on a
them.
campfire it cooks it. It cooks it. We're not in adventure mode, that's why. So remember this is graded by judges. This is rated 1 to 10. So this is just an add-on to the first build because the other build is still team one. So keep that in mind. So this is not the full build yet. This is only half of the build.
I like it. It does look weathered and lived in. The blood. Well, the redstone slash. It looks like
It's a
something.
barbecue sauce.
Yeah, barbecue
I'll say
sauce
this
on the
though.
floor there.
I think you try to use that as blood, right? You try to use that as a blood detail.
No, it's barbecue sauce. Trust me,
It's
trust me. Not
It's
sarcasm.
barbecue
barbecue
sauce.
sauce, right?
Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. All right, all right.
Oh, and I like you got your brewing stand. You've got your little library there. It looks good. I like the stalagmites. Feels very
Um,
cavey, very undergroundy. Yeah.
all
I
right,
was thinking of
so
adding some stalactites, but I think it would looked better hanging from the ceiling.
all right,
I like the two that you have there. It makes sense. Um,
Yep.
all right. I have my So let's go to the second part of the build. Let's go to our second build, which is the portal. Let's go to the
All
portal,
right,
Jeff.
so that is by me, Neptune, Peyton. So
Neptune.
whenever I heard an
Portal. Wait,
enchantment
pause.
room,
Jeff, portal. Please go to portal. You you're not at portal. You're at the cave still. I need you to be at portal
Yep.
because we're
Go
going
to the
through.
portal.
Oh my gosh, we're on fire, Jeff. Jeff, go to the portal.
why would y'all do that?
Oh my goodness.
You guys.
Jeff, sleep at the wheel.
So
He's
as I was saying, whenever I heard like a enchantment
All right.
room that's run down or abandoned.
Yep.
That made me think of like medieval times, having like a guy who just has a secret room dedicated to upgrading armor. And that's kind of where I got this from. Just like a big room with armor stands that have been stolen from or attacked. You can see
Oh,
the barbecue sauce, the
yeah.
Oh,
you
wait,
got
wait,
the
wait. So,
There you
wait,
go.
hold on. Pause. Okay, Jeffrey, come back. And, okay, so can you
Got to
get off
kind
of
of run
can
through
you
the
get a
nether
survival?
portal.
Yep, yeah, put it through survival. No, he has to go through survival.
No,
Can still put it in survival.
I put him in spectator. He can go through the portal.
He can go through the portal, but he will teleport to the nether if he does
No,
to.
he won't. No, he will not.
You want? Okay,
Well,
go.
if he
Okay, go
walks,
through
if
the
he
portal.
walks it.
so the outside part is like a place of where the people would bring their armor. Hey, upgrade my stuff. I want to come back and get it. But of course, sadly, a battle broke out here to stop someone from getting OP armor. As you can see, the barbecue sauce represent that. Holes in the wall, cobwebs everywhere. And if you take your way back here, you can see his secret lair of books, lanterns, and armor
Okay,
stands.
Jeff, go through the portal. Jeff, go through the
Just
portal.
showing
Yeah.
where
Oh
he
wait,
would
go through. There you
just
go.
where he would conduct his
There. Wait,
research
fully go through. Okay, hold on. All right. All
this
right.
is just where
So.
he would conduct his research about what he was doing, what enchantments he want. He would store his knowledge here, as you can see. And
Oh
people
yeah.
wouldn't, if you really weren't looking at the, really looking at the portal, you wouldn't know this is where he was working. So as you can see, the outside of the portal was struck by this horrible, what you call it, battle. But the inside of it still has all of his old research. All these
And
books just to come.
So
who was the
I have
artist of this build?
The legendary
Three.
warrior. This was me. This was me, Neptune, and then Kenny over
Neptune.
there.
So
Me and
Neptune,
Kenny
Neptune
worked
I have
on
a
this.
and
question
Kenny.
regarding your build.
Yes. Yep.
So if this was a war, if this was a war ravaged battlefield, then how come there are still armor where the battle was and not armor stashed in the layer where it was?
Yeah.
Because this was a secret base that was not known to the public.
So. So this
This
was
was
like,
all.
let's say this
See, the
deep
reason why it
underground,
looks
right?
like so
Underground.
the reason why it looks like a cave. Oh my god, I'm stuck in a cobweb. Hold on. Help!
I see him.
Help! Okay, thank you.
Release me.
See, and now what I was thinking is, somebody did discover his secret lair and took all the OP armor, and they left this kind of basic armor out
So really,
here.
the story I was going for here was there was a
Okay.
battle for all this armor.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Yes, I was. Yes.
the legendary armorer, the one who was enchanting, was able to drive them away. They were able to take some of his stuff, as you can see, but not all of it.
Okay.
That would explain why it's not fully run down and why his back armory is still intact.
Got it.
That's the whole
All
story here.
right. Okay. You have
Sweet.
stories for yours. Yeah, I like it.
But yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Okay.
Does you
Nice.
have your points down? You noted your points down.
I don't know. I think I'll look at the next one and I'll maybe consider
All right.
things.
Gotcha. Let's go to our third build, and we have our three contestants who work all together on this build, which is the desert biome.
So, if you guys want, I can explain the build.
So
All
this
right.
is a collaboration. The last one is a collaboration between all three of
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, all three of them. Yeah. We gotta wait for Jeff to go to the spectating area, see the build.
You gotta go inside, Jeffrey.
Come on, Jeff.
Turn around. Turn around.
Every now and then.
All right. Looking to our right and look at that. Let's go to our front view. Let's go further to front. All right.
I'm stuck in the well.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
watching on the stream.
yeah. I
Live.
was on the stream. My
Yeah.
bad. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
We have two.
I'd recommend
screen
watching
capers.
the Discord screen share
Yeah, I
just to
forgot. I
keep it
forgot.
live. That's how I've been watching. I've been so
All
confused this
right.
whole time.
We're
Yeah.
stuck in
Okay.
the
Hold on.
well.
If you want
Let's
faster
break
reaction
this down
time,
real
watch
quick.
my screen share. If you want to make sure Jeffrey's watching the right things, watch his.
Okay, great. All right. So wait, I'm on
Got it.
Jeffrey's live. Okay, good. He's on. Okay, good. So let's go. Okay, so let's go further back. Jeffrey, this is the front view. All right. So looking at it, I want to say great job. Y'all worked together, and y'all. I saw the beginning to the end, and I like how y'all adapted and changed and added even more detail from the beginning to the end. Now, can I have a person to, of course, give me the story, or at least give me the idea how it led to this point,
Uh,
if y'all have
uh,
one?
so I would like to.
Okay, go ahead.
Uh,
Start.
so I'm stuck in the well. So we'll start with the well. Basically, oh, there we go. The well basically idea came along after we made it, but
Hmm.
basically the well kind of is like a the land kind of used to be more lively, but over time it kind of,
Hmm.
since it's abandoned, there was no
Decay.
one to maintain it, so it kind of dried up, and the everything kind of
Oh,
basically withered away, you know.
yeah.
And
Great in
basically,
detail. Hmm.
so then once we it gets closer, you see that the reason why is because the person who lived in this abandoned place kind of, maintained it, but they
Hmm.
vanished one day.
Right. With the door, let's go to the entry of the door differ. Let's see how it is from the inside. Uh, just a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Get the middle. Let's try to get like in the middle of the house, inside. All right, that's good. All right, so looking at it, it looks amazing inside. So I like to talk about the. I like how I use the trap doors. So it's the back part of the bookshelves, and also like how y'all put the lanterns with uh, what's it called? Spikes. What are they called? Spikes or
Stalactites.
Stalagmites.
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. Now, seeing how you used a table in the back left, in the corner, back left corner, a table. Yeah, I used the chain. Yeah, I used the it's called. I think it's
Cage.
a prison. Yeah, cage bar with a trap door. And you replace some of the bookshelves with actual removable books, so you can put enchantments, books in there, and put in more detail, put in space. Neptune, get out the way.
I really like this one. I think this is my favorite one so far. It feels lived in. It feels like this is an old place, and you still
Oh,
Yes.
have your
don't
enchanting
in the
table
chest.
that's good to go.
In the chest,
Yeah,
there's like stuff too.
in the chest too. Okay, we won't go
It,
too deep in that.
it just
Let's go
it
to our right
looks like an old
side.
house. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's try to go behind the bookshelf. Let's try to go behind the bookshelf for a little bit. So go
Yeah,
to
okay,
our
good
right
stuff.
side, and then we'll come out the left. All right. Can we have the spectators come a little bit out so we can spectate? Okay, so go through
Neptune, get out
there,
from behind
and
it.
all right. So yeah, we lost it for a second and came back up. All
Yeah,
right. So Jeff, keep going forward, and then look to the left, and then keep on going, and we'll exit from the left. So we're seeing how some of the places Neptune got out the way. I'm gonna put a negative point for that one. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough line. Okay.
There's a
And
negative
further
point
No!
in.
anyway. Yeah, minus point, I guess.
All right. So looking at it, we have even more. They have holes inside the place. Have seen more run down. We're having a
Yeah.
deep display block as a chair for the table. That's makeshift. I love it. Let's actually get a outward view on it because I think it's yeah. This is for the outside. Like this is an outside type of place, like outside on the ground, not inside of the ground. Like you can actually like walk past it in like a good exploration. And you can see it.
Nice.
Let's go to let's get a top view of it. Let's get a top view because earlier I saw like, a good detail I love. They actually removed some parts of the ceiling to make it even more run down. And let's go to that corner right there. To that corner, they actually made they look as if they took no the other corner. I bet the other corner, the one that's like that corner to the right, to the right there, right there. Okay, let's get in front of that so we can get like a good yeah right there. And seeing how they had took the time to actually remove some parts and place them all over the place to have even more detail as if something was hit against it or either it was just falling apart like it was decaying. That's also what I liked about it. Also quoting from the roof, they actually use different block like different planks types to of course match that look.
I
Now,
like it.
yeah, I love it, and they all did this together too.
Yeah, I mean, it's great that they could come together and collaborate. Kind of
Yeah.
makes me think of the opposite thing that happened in the Lego Movie when the builders
Yes.
couldn't
Yes.
work together and collaborate with each other. It's opposite of
Yeah.
that. Good
So
job,
judges, do we
fellas.
have our points noted down for us to go over how we feel about each build? Because I have my notes down already.
Well, how's the point system going?
We're going by I'm personally going by detail and story.
Gotcha.
Y'all, because of course all of them they feel the purpose of enchantment room. They feel the purpose of course somewhat detail. It's just depending on how much detail they put into it and thought into it. And they also follow the requirements of it being run down. So right now we're trying to figure out how well they did it, and we're scoring it by points.
Oof,
Now this is
that's
a little bit kind of
tough.
difficult because our first competitors they actually had two builds. So what I personally did, I separated those two builds in two halves, and depending on how both of those go, I'll add them together, and that'll be the final point for the entire build. So it can compare to the one build of the other side. Um, so our two other judges, what do you have your points down? Do y'all want to do y'all things first, or y'all want me to start?
You start.
All right, let's go to our first. Let's go to the cave build first. Let's go down there. I'm not gonna go deep into it. I'm just gonna run over some of the notes I put down. Um, so let's just a little bit lower and stay right there. So out front, I love the look of it. It seems as if it is a actual build. It can be come across on into a Minecraft server or community, as if it can be actually built into an actual idea. Now, seeing how as if they put so much detail into, and this was just one person, he put that much detail in the outer rim of the cave to make it look natural, putting moss, grass, leaves, and also dirt inside, making it even and cobblestone too, even putting more detail in it. And the fact he took the time to make a outside appearance of leading it to a campfire, as if it can somewhat be somewhat stable. If he would have like put out the campfire, it would have looked even cooler too, seeing how it could have been like even more abandoned. But still, as if it seemed look like as if it's still stable. So I love it for that, and then also looks run down also and manageable. So I put 5 points. They took the 5 points for the first team and for their team, and for the other half, let's go to the portal design. Let's go to the giant portal. Okay, so we had two members working on this portal design, and I gotta say, they did a good job. I like how they try to build the idea of story. Of course, they have it to where it's inside of a cave, like the end portal or uh the the Ender Dungeon, I think it's called something like that. And they try to build some story about how, of course, how they try to enchant armor, try to keep it hidden. If some of them stolen, but of course some is still intact. Now, some of the points were taken off considering I guess you could say, the lack of. It's like it's too much space for me. It looks like it has too much space. Looking at it, it's like it's a great build, but seeing how one wall has too many of the same block, or the other wall having two least of one block, it kind of makes it so unbalanced for it to actually be somewhat at least coming all together. And the other room, it also feeds the same exact point I was trying to make for the first part, the front half of it. It has too much space. So I was going to the other point of giving it at least three or 3 or 2 points for the other half of the first team. So of course they'll be reaching around about 7 or 8 points, depending on how I like the finishing touch of my final opinion after y'all two. Now we can go to our other competitors, the one that all work together. All right, so I'm gonna be a little bit strict on this group a little bit because they did work all together, but then again, they actually did great working together. So first, let's focus on the well. I like how they put detail and story into the well of consideration of it being run down. So they didn't thought to put water into it because it's like, well, it's abandoned. You Of course they have abandoned water in it, like they have the water in an abandoned place unless it's like still water. But seeing how they thought about, of course, adding somewhat of a biome towards it, it looks great. And even in the dark scenery, all builds look amazing. And this one, of course, tops in that. Now, if we just go into the build further in, I want to highlight on their details just a little bit further. Seeing as if they put a chunk outside of the building of the corner makes it even look cooler. I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing things like that brings even a cooler aesthetic to the build because it seems as if it was natural, like it was just falling apart. Because once you have something lying out for too long, it just decays, and they actually put that into action with this build. Let's go inside of the build. We're not going to do it too deep. We're going to get the front inside of the building. Um, so seeing front, of course, they have the enchantment table in the middle of the room. I personally love that having the enchantment in the middle of the room. Of course, the center of the attention, of course, a pick me, in my opinion. But seeing how, of course, they have some of the bookshelves being removed, seeing as if the enchantment bill was consuming it, with also a cool look towards it. And to the left, you can faintly see a stair being used as a chair, or also a table, which is a chain bar and a trap door. Also, if you look to the ceiling as well, you can see. I looked at the ceiling, Fuzzy, and looked at the ceiling, Jeff. Now you can see that they use different planks for different looks of it being decay, as if that was going to fall off too. And they have another look towards putting stuff on the ceiling, like moss or tree vines, to put more detail of it being abandoned. It looks as if it was somewhat maintained or somewhat kept up for just so long. And looking at the ground, he's jumping out the window. I'm just loving how they create the floor design. The one thing this team actually that I love the most about this team is how much they put into detail into their floor and to their build, because you can see the difference, but also it can all comes together, and that's what you really want in a Minecraft build. You can see that use some of the stairs as if there's like a falling part that was ripped off, mosses all over the place, and having the same color or at least feel to it, and that's what I love about this build. And I personally gave it a 9 or 8. I gave it a 9 or 8. If I would give it at least a guaranteed 9 if I could just see just a little bit more detail on the outside. Because when they touched the outside, that really got me more expectation for it. But then again, they would do amazing. All right, y'all can put y'all votes in. I said my piece.
Who's up next?
I think we should let Jay go.
Okay. Well, I gotta say I liked all the builds, but one thing that I would have really loved to see is like a secret passage in one of them. But I mean, given that y'all had 20 minutes to think up something and build it and meet all of this criteria, I think everybody did a great job. I think my personal favorite is that little cave, but I love the story behind the armorer's enchanting room. That was the best. And as far as what I thought was really well represented and done is the last one we see here. It really feels to me like it's an old house that something fell through the roof, something went through the side of it, through the front. It really kind of feels like they really captured that, even on the inside and on the outside. And the only thing that's left pristine is that enchanting table. It kind of has that mystical quality about it because it's the only thing that really seems like it's not weathered in the whole build. And like he said, the fountain without the water in it, that makes sense. Um, I would probably rate the first two that we looked at. I'm going to put y'all both at 7. I really liked them both, and This one, I'm going to put you at an 8. A couple little touches, and I think it could be perfect. But I think they're all exceptional given that you had 20 minutes to do it.
All right. Well, I guess that just leaves me. Let me go back over to Wall and High side. Okay. So I did like Cave. Cave gives me a good impression of a luscious cave. It's also really hard to make something that looks natural, especially with the terrain. Interior looks good. You got good variation with the floor, and I like how you have bookshelves over here. You have a brewing stand, and you also have the barrel and a lectern hidden here as well. Now going to the portal. I wasn't. I have to say I wasn't too impressed by this. This is the use of one variation of floor, which is just the mossy stone bricks, and then cobblestone with some variation of mossy cobblestone, but really it all feels too monotonous. I felt that more effort could have been put into this. I did like the idea of the armor stands, and I did like the story behind them. I did find one logical fallacy in them, though, but we're going to ignore that. Over here, you have the Jeffrey. You might want to move around to show the armors fantastic. You have the hidden room where all the which was ransacked during the Great War. I like that idea. Good variation with moss and mossy stone bricks, but again, too monotonous because this entire room is mossy stone bricks. I did like the change. I did like the solar lanterns. Really good. Now if we go over to our third build over here, we've got very very nice variation. I love this red sand variation. I love this red sand variation. I guess I don't really have many complaints about this one. I felt stone brick on a mainly dark oak house was a bit odd. The dark oak definitely feels a bit overused, but that's okay. I'm really running out of things to say, so I think I'll just give my scores. For the Lone High, if I split first score into out of 5 for both of them, I'm gonna give the cave a 5 out of 5, and I will give the portal a 1 out of 5. And then for the I'm not sure what you guys call your build. I'll call it the fountain build. I'll give the fountain build a 7 out of 10. So all in all, that is going to be a 6 out of 10 for Woodlawn and a 7 out of 10 for Louisiana Virtual Charter Academy. Isaiah, do you have the scores for total amount?
The
Isaiah?
scores. I have the scores for you and me. I don't have the scores for what's his name again?
Jay?
I don't have the scores from Jay. Jay, what's your scores again? Where's your scores?
I gave the first two, the cave and the battle room, is what I'll call it. I gave those 7s, and I gave the collaboration between 3 guys an 8.
And 8. All right, so let's add that up together, ladies and gentlemen. And the class says, let's go to the calculator. Just put a more dramatic into it. Yes, I know, right? Gotta love it.
Let me pull out my abacus and I'll help you.
Like you said. Oh my goodness. So of course, our fountain has 24 points, and our portal, our battle room and cave has right. They have 20. So that means the fountain room won by 4 points. So fountain team and their school of representing what team? what school they're representing? What school they're representing?
Louisiana Virtual Charter Academy.
Y'all have won by 4 points. Congratulations.
Good job, guys. Congrats.
Good job.
I can talk now. Go ahead. Let
Yeah,
y'all
that's
spill
how we
some
celebrate in
Yeah,
virtual
y'all
school.
do another one.
Usually, I come home
Absolutely
in
not.
silence.
Hey, another one.
By far, out of everybody, I did the complete worst. I did terrible. I do not know if I can do another one. I did terrible
No,
on
we gotta
mine.
do this again. This is crazy.
No,
I'd like to
absolutely
do
Oh,
not.
another one.
man.
I'd like to do another
This
one.
is awesome.
I did
Here's-
I
so
really like how
bad.
this
I don't know if I can do another one after how bad I did.
Oh, you did fine. Don't
Oh
sweat it.
You did
no.
awesome, bro. It's just like
Oh,
Well, I have to come to a close, and I get my voting in, and I have to leave. So, anything I need before we start close this out?
we gotta do this again.
All right.
Bro,